Hello and good day, Mike Adcock here with an update on Tropical Storm Faxai, located over the Caroline Islands and to the southeast of Guam. This briefing is based on the 9 Zulu Japan Meteorological Agency advisory from the 1st of March. Take a look at our satellite imagery there. Do see an exposed low-level circulation with the convection being displaced off to the north and northwest. That's due to some moderate vertical wind shear aloft. Another issue that we're dealing with is some general stationary motion or at least erratic motion, and that's due to really a lack of steering currents. We do have the subtropical ridge off to the north and northeast and the near equatorial ridge off to the south, so that's left the tropical storm in a bit of a cull area, so not a whole lot of forward motion here in the near term. Taking a look at JMA's advisory information from 9 Zulu or 7 p.m. local time. Again, you see they're moving nearly stationary. The center of circulation, though, located about 305 kilometers west-northwest of Chuuk, or about 725 kilometers to the southeast of Guam. The winds are sustained right now 65 kilometers per hour with gusts up to 95 and a pressure of 996 hectopascal. Take a look at our Dvorak analyses. Generally about 2.0, 2.5 across the board. NESDIS right now, actually it's interesting, NESDIS and JTWC, a little bit different methods to their madness. NESDIS, data T of 2.0, and that's based on a shear calculation of less than 1.25 degrees. That being said, they opted to go with 2.5 based on the model expected number. JTWC, on the other hand, brought in a data T of 2.5. That's based off the log 10 convection rep of 4/10, but they've opted to go with the pattern, which was 2.0, so their final intensity was 2.0. The objective technique that you see there at the bottom, a little bit in the middle there, 2.1 for the final T and 2.3 for the current intensity, which places it right about tropical storm strength, about 33 knots, again using that objective method. Take a look at the broad picture. Again, you do see the sheared environment around the tropical storm. Do have that subtropical ridge, though, off to our north and northeast. The center of circulation well off to the northeast, but the subtropical ridge does extend across the western Pacific over in the Philippines and Indochina, and that's helping, of course, that's kicking in the northeast monsoon. But again, this is helping to keep this storm at bay, really not allowing it to gain too much latitude. Thing we are keeping an eye on, though, is this this frontal boundary, this trough of low pressure that is to the south and southwest of Japan. As this continues to move eastward, that's going to help erode the western periphery of this subtropical ridge and allow our storm to start making some northward motions. And you can see that here on the Japan Meteorological Agency surface analysis from 6 Zulu. Again, as this high moves off to the east, that will help to influence our storm off to the north and then northeast over the next few days. Here's JMA's track. Again, right now, not a whole lot of gains in terms of intensity. It is slowly intensifying, however, but that is expected to continue, the slight intensification. Right now, looking at basically getting up to severe tropical storm strength in about 2 days, and then 3 days' time. Right now, looking at sustained winds at 100 kilometers per hour with gusts up to 150 as this system starts to make its way northward at about 12 kilometers per hour. JTWC, very similar scenario. Again, slow development over the next several days, starting to make its way northward. And then as we get in toward Monday and Tuesday, should start seeing peak strength there before it starts making its turn off to the northeast, getting caught up in the westerlies thanks to that trough I mentioned earlier. Again, their peak winds 110 kilometers per hour with gusts up to 140. Good thing of note, and I've already moved forward, but let me go back here. One thing of note you saw with both agencies, the Mariana Islands on the western periphery of the cone of uncertainty. That's been the good news here. Again, once this system starts to move away from the Caroline Islands, give them a break from the precipitation. But right now, really shouldn't see a whole lot of precipitation outside some isolated rain showers for the Mariana Islands before this system gets kicked off to the northeast. Here's the WRF model over the next 4 days. You do see just again some erratic motion in the near term. Then you see this trough that comes around as we get into the middle of next week. That starts to influence it and start to pull it off toward the northeast. And then you should see by the end of the week this system getting wrapped up into that. So really a short-term system here. Shouldn't be too much threat to any of the islands in this area beyond what has already happened, with the heavy rainfall there in Micronesia. Of course, we're going to continue to monitor the progress of this storm over at westernpacificweather.com. You're invited to join us there, as well as on Twitter and Facebook, and you can also join in on our conversation at storm2k.org. Of course, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day. Take care.